Hello, my name is Dr. Dawn Heiman and I'm an audiologist, and today I'm going to show you how you can make videos yourself to promote your business, to promote your practice, and to show what you know.
So as you watch the video, I want you to listen for the microphone clarity as it changes, as well as the lighting differences. You'll see that some rooms are brighter and the lighting just looks better than others. And I want you to remember this when you're making your own videos. Just because one room seems like the perfect spot, the lighting might be horrible and you will look more professional if things look nicer. Also, test your microphones.
Now, if you've ever met me, you would know that I am actually an introvert. I was the middle child. I never spoke. I had family members that thought that I didn't know how to speak. I was always hiding behind my mother. And even if you've ever gone to a convention and I'm there, you won't see me a whole lot because I tend to hide. I really like being by myself, or maybe with just one person or something, and this whole video thing is against migraine. So I'm going to share with you, and I'm really nervous about this because I'm going to show you all the behind the scenes and what I do. So years ago, I started my second practice and people were saying, hey, you need to be able to present, you need to be able to show what you know. And I was at a women's group and you'd have to stand up and just give your 30-second elevator speech or something. And when it would be my turn, I would stand up and my palms would, and I'm starting to get nervous thinking about it, it was awful. My palms would start to sweat, which they're doing right now. I would start to shake. My voice would become really tight and I'd stand up and I would go to speak and my voice would squeak. And I can't remember what I was supposed to say. And then I would just say something I don't even know, and I would sit down and I could hear my heart beating in my ears and I could feel my pulse. And the same things would happen when I would try to present about hearing loss. Not to mention I was boring people. I want you to be able to present like a TED Talk person. I want you to be able to make videos like this. I want you to be able to do Facebook Live. I want you to be able to create videos so that you can show the world who you are. Outside of sitting at a desk with the patient, I want you to be able to show off what your office looks like and what the feel of the office is and who your personality really is, so they come into your office already saying, oh, I saw your video, I already know you, I feel like we already know each other. Okay, so getting back to the women's group, there was a woman who had a service that she called The Art of Feminine Presence, and her name is Cassie Nevins, and she's very sweet and kind, and she was leading the group. So she gave us some information. So first of all, look at the way you stand. Look at where you're going to present. Are you going to be sitting in a chair where you're most comfortable? Would you rather stand up? Would you rather lean back, or are you going to kick your feet up? Are you going to be in an area that is most comfortable for you, or you feel like it's the most professional? So you have to figure out where you're going to do these videos or presentations. I am very comfortable in this space. We have natural lighting in this room. I love this chair. It's just, helpful. I could lean against the counter if I wanted. I can just sit and talk. The good thing about having the iPad is that I can see myself and I go, oh, what's going on with my hair, right? You can just kind of adjust it while you're going. Sometimes having two different cameras, like this is an HD Sony and then this is the iPad, you can cut and edit from different views now. So it helps, make it more interesting. Secondly, if you have a presentation and let's say you're standing, you need to make certain that your feet are shoulder width apart, or you have a nice strong stance, the power stance. If you stand up strong and tall and powerful, you actually feel more powerful. I tend, and it wasn't until I took this class I realized I always put my feet together and I tend to cross my legs, or I'm like this, and that's not good. You need to project and stand stronger because then you'll feel more confident. Secondly, when you're presenting, you need to push all of your emotions down and you need to breathe. Okay? So as you push the emotions down and your feet are shoulders width apart, you need to pretend and envision that your feet are growing roots down into the ground, and you are strong and you are confident. And the more you feel strong and confident and you start to open up your chest and standing up, you tend to believe it and you feel it. Next thing you have to remember is, kind of like when I was at that 30-second commercial standing in front of a bunch of women, my head was like a goldfish bowl. So imagine that I have this big bowl here, and all my thoughts are swimming in circles. And as they're swimming in circles, I can't create a clear, concise thought. I need to grab all those thoughts and push them down. And I need to be serious and strong. But smile, right? When you do these presentations, I want you to try, even beforehand especially, and a little bit in between if you need to just kind of shake things off, do it. You can change your posture. You can, beforehand obviously, not during a video, but I'll do it for you, just because that's so embarrassing. But you're gonna make like raspberries, like the children do, like you go, and Cassie could do this thing where she could put her fingers next to her cheeks and let it really go. Well, that was a pretty good one, but it starts to chill you out. This is so awkward, and I feel like I can hear someone walking down the hall, and it's freaking me out, and I don't want to talk. You have to make jokes. You have to be okay with being imperfect. You have to just relax, throw all cares out the world, and think about the person you're talking to. Which, by the way, I'm just talking to a camera. Nobody's here. So I'm not even thinking about, is anyone even watching me? Chances are, honestly, nobody's watching me. I want you to start with possibly a cell phone. You don't have to use a video camera. You can use an iPad. And if with Facebook Live and things like that, you can actually hold up the camera but watch it, because your hand might start shaking, and it's kind of bobby. You can use different kinds of stands. You can use different things where you wrap it around, or you can use your like an iPad, and we have this arm thing that sets up, and you can prop everything up just right, or tripods with a video camera. So there are different microphones that you can use. This is a Bluetooth wireless microphone. This one can plug in. And this is a smaller one that has a longer cable that you can also like sneak up in and plug into whatever device you're using. Once you get all of that together, you're going to want editing software. So if you're using an iPhone, an iPad, you can use iMovie right then and there on that device. If you have a MacBook Pro, you can have iMovie, and it's easier to move things around, and then you don't have to just use your video clips from the iPad or the phone. You can also bring in like a high def, let's say Sony camcorder video in and bring it all together. If you have a PC and a Samsung phone, let's say, you can get Adobe Premiere software, which you pay for and you download it onto your computer, or now they're moving onto a platform where it's all web-based, so it just processes faster. I know the one that I paid for kept crashing my PC, so I ended up getting a MacBook Pro, and I've been very happy with iMovie. I feel like it's just been easier. You're going to want to write down scripts and prompts, and you can see I have things all over the walls, and you think I'm looking at you and I'm just thinking of something random. I actually have my key points up on the walls. You definitely want to tell stories. So you might have something written on your prompt and it reminds you, oh, that's right, I wanted to tell you this great story. Because you know what? We all love stories, don't we? We don't watch TV to have someone stare at the TV and read it word by word and start to sound like a robot. No, and especially if you're nervous and you sound like a robot, and now you're all stressed and strained and your face looks funny, and suddenly, yeah, this isn't working. You're gonna need to practice, and it's okay. So I hope you have a great day. I hope that you found this helpful, and let me know if you have any questions about anything, if anything that I mentioned and I breezed over and you need specifics for, definitely ask. But I am going to give you the cheat sheet below. You can log in, and it'll just give you the step-by-step what tools you will need and what you should make sure you have before you press record. And know that you can always edit. So you can always stop, restart, do it at home when no one's around, do it in the office when no one's around, keep practicing. You can practice talking to yourself in the car, kind of scripting, but you definitely need to have on the walls or even tagged around your phone or whatnot the key points that you wanted to remember so you can tell stories naturally. Okay? Well, you guys have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.